Hey, how's it going, guys? This is CapoRegime coming at you with a new series. So, full transparency, I played this game a lot already. I've gotten pretty far on another playthrough. I'm pretty sure more than halfway through the storyline, maybe even further than that, but my original intention was to record the series and share my first experience with you guys, some technical difficulties, and kind of change in my plans of what games to record kind of shifted. But now I think that we have a more stable Hogwarts Legacy game, and at this point the devs released a couple hotfix patches for the game that I think we're at a good position to hop back in a new game and kind of start back from the beginning with you guys. To really, for those of you who haven't seen this game yet and were really interested in it and are kind of on the fence of whether to get it or not. So without further ado, guys, it's a much anticipated game that, most of you have probably already played or seen, but I want to share with you guys my experience and my take, and hopefully it's useful for you and that you enjoy watching gameplay from a different perspective. Like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. All right, character creation. I think this is everybody's favorite part of any game that has any sort of character customization, is the preliminary, choosing of what your character will look like. And just based on what I know about this game, guys, cosmetic things like hair, facial hair, things like that, they can be changed mid-game. So what's really important is the base of how our character looks, our facial structure, any scars or blemishes our character has. I already had, I believe in my first playthrough, I chose this as my base. It looks pretty close to what I look like, and might go with something different. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I am Filipino, so I tend to go for that kind of aesthetic, obviously in games, because it feels a lot more immersive for me, as I think you guys might do. So I think I might go with this. Might go with this and work off here. Let's see. All right, what should we go for? Facial shape. What is closest to mine? I mean, I have a pretty square jaw, but it's nothing crazy, right? I think this might be pretty close to my actual face shape, honestly. Nah, it's too strong of a jaw. That might be pretty good too. Yeah, we might just go with that. I think a couple. Oh, that's lighter. Okay, yeah, it might be a couple shades darker. Yeah, that's about right. I mean, we can always choose what glasses we wear when we find gear in the game. There's a pretty in-depth kind of gear and upgrade system in the game, if you guys didn't know. So it doesn't really matter what we choose, but for an initial look, I think we're going to go without glasses. Alright, hairstyles. Now this is actually pretty close to what my hair looks like, maybe a little shorter than that. I usually rock the side part. I think we can change the length at one point as well. I just don't think it's in this menu. Yeah, I think we can change the length somewhere. Where was that again? Okay, complexion. Ooh, okay, scars. I think it was in Hollow's playthrough where he's mentioning like facial scars are, something you definitely set your character apart, because facial scars, like if you guys notice with the people in real life, facial scars are pretty rare. So it really distinguishes somebody to have facial scars. So let's see. I think that's pretty good. Nothing too crazy. A little nick over the right eye. Complexion. Yeah, it's pretty close to what mine looks like. Obviously, this kid's a lot younger than me. I'm in my 30s now. Old man. Okay, eye color. That's actually really close to what my eye color looks like. My brows are a lot bushier. Yeah, it looks something like that. Nah, it's a little too close to a unibrow. Yeah, I think these ones are really close. Okay. Where's our hair length? I know the hair length was somewhere back here. I might be confusing it with a different game, honestly. Yeah, there is no length option, is there? Unless I completely missed it. I mean, we might go with that. I think that's good enough. Okay, brow color. Yeah, we're gonna keep it on normal difficulty.
That was quite something.
I think we went with this pitch before.
I am indeed a student. A few cobwebs and some dust. That was quite something. It was wonderful. I believe
we'll keep it neutral.
This class.
And as far as our wizard name goes, I already used the same name, so maybe they won't let me use it because I already have a character named that. But oh, they did. Awesome. All right, getting right into it, guys.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
All right. Warner Brothers Games.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
You took that cheap shot pretty well.
I have.
Ranrock.
As to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died. wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume that she had to get rid of it quickly.
Pretty old-looking scroll.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait. We do not...
Oh. Other dude got chomped. Man, they were way up there. Oh wow.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Yep, it's down button to heal, guys. On the D-pad, I mean, I'm using a PS5
What happened?
controller right now.
Poor George. I can't believe he
The DualSense, whatever they call them.
got into that damn thing. Attacking a carriage mid-air. A typical dragon would never.
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a portkey.
Portkey?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey.
Guys, just so you know, I'm playing in 1440p right now. Pretty much everything on Ultra. Ray tracing is off, just because the game ends up looking worse with it on, and I take a huge performance hit, so not really worth it at this point.
How far did that portkey...
Oh man, without it, this game still looks amazing, guys.
The carriage track
100.
We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
All right.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for
X
evidence
to jump.
of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the Portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Ooh, look at this.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Basic cast.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah, guys, the targeting in this game by default, it's going to be controlled with the right stick. Just kind of, in my opinion, it's pretty intuitive. I've never had to really mess around with it, so I can kind of demonstrate that with some of the pots are laying around. So I'm looking at it relatively with my right stick, and I'll just auto-target anything that you're relatively targeting. And if there's nothing within the direct sight line, it'll automatically target something else. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, there we go.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead.
You guys know the vibe. You gotta hit every single pot. You never know when some of them will have some nice loots in it.
Reparo!
Man, that's an epic reparo. Ah, look at the seagulls just gliding in the wind. Just chilling. No pot left unpopped.
Why would someone have built this here?
Alright, I'm getting a little carried away. Last one, I promise.
That Portkey
Actually, I can't promise that.
reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems.
This place looks epic, dude. Look at the stained glass. That's remaining on the top and where it's all broken out, letting the light in. Okay, so yeah, pressing and holding up on the D-pad kind of like helps you track your objective, so. And it gives you info. Yep, so Professor Fig and I traveled via Portkey. So we just need to investigate the ruins here.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Whoever he is. Okay, our objective marker is making us go around and do this outcropping out here, so let's check it out.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Ooh. Oh, here comes Fig.
How odd. could someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the Portkey container. Hello?
The goblin. Oh, we must be at Gringotts then if he's a banker.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
Huh.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Yep,
Vault
Gringotts.
12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's Portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many volts?
Whoa.
Hundreds.
Like I said, guys, I've already done another playthrough, but
Way to vault number 12.
this part always tripped me out.
We're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts? They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure. Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it? These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
That's one mean-looking goblin, man.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the Portkey container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Oh man, that was pretty epic. I think we're here though.
Here we are.
Yeah. Vault 12.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12, until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Man, this game, as I keep noticing, and you guys have probably noticed too, really sticks very closely to the aesthetic of, you know, how this Wizarding universe is portrayed in the movies. Namely, just now that lock.
And then close the door. Wait. Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Yeah, guys, this is a mini game whenever you learn a new spell. Personally, I haven't failed any of these yet, so I don't know what happens when you do. Maybe sometime in this playthrough I'll fail one on purpose just to see what happens. Most likely they just give you another try. But you just follow the path, have your thumbstick facing the direction of the wand stroke, while hitting the buttons displayed on the path as you get to them. So it's just X's this time, but they'll start mixing up with squares and triangles as the spells become more and more intricate. Okay, now that we learned it, we can just cast Revelio with a left D-pad button.
That's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the Portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Alright.
Lumos. This is no ordinary vault. I suspect
We need to learn Lumos too.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That
Oh, it's
glow
another ancient
on the
magic
floor.
node, so to speak. Square to investigate. Whoa.
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Alright. Learning Lumos. So it's just X's again on this one. Nice. Got Lumos. Okay, looks like it auto-assigned Lumos to Triangle. So basically how the casting works, guys. Anything that's not a basic cast or Revelio is going to be castable by holding R2 and pressing the respective button.
Lumos.
So we Lumos,
Now the reflection.
and we get it aligned.
It does follow the light.
There we go. Alright. Looks like we're getting our first taste of combat here. Nice. Protego is like a parry or block. So, you know your character is getting attacked because he'll have like a symbol that appears over his head. And then if you hold Protego right before getting hit, you'll cast a Stupefy as a counter. And then it's circle to roll. So it's pretty intuitive.
Stay close.
And we'll get more and more spells as we move along here, but this is a really nice introduction to combat that I think you guys would enjoy. If you haven't played this game already, get on it. Combat system is dope.
Where are you?
Okay.
This isn't good.
We got a Lumos and Revelio. A combination of those two.
What's happening?
So, just so you know guys, you're going to be using Revelio a lot in this game. It's almost mandatory to be able to find like all the things that this game has to offer as far as secrets and treasure and gear and stuff like that. So we're just going to go ahead and follow our ancient magic trail. Looks like there's another chest over there. Cast another Revelio so we can refresh it. There we go. And then that's where we need to go to progress in the quest here. Let's grab this. Looks like it's some gold. We'll investigate this next ancient magic node. It looks like we got to do the same kind of puzzle again, except with 3. We got a Revelio, Lumos, and then align all these guys. Yep. I think if we stand right here, we can align almost all of them perfectly. I think. Oh, that guy's a little off. There we go. That's that sweet spot. Nice. All right. Dang, right out of the gate. Yeah, the battles get really intense in this game, guys. You can either dodge or use the counter with Stupefy. It's obviously more beneficial to Stupefy counter than just rolling, because you can do some damage while avoiding the damage at the same time. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. First hit. Let's get a little more room here. We did that one just in time. Oh, he turned around and hit us. I didn't think he'd be able to do that. And guys, I tend to only use Wiggenweld potions if I really have to, because you end up regenerating your health anyway outside of battle. So unless you really need to use the heal to survive during a battle, it's almost always worth not using it, just to conserve them a little bit, especially in the beginning. Play too much. It only seems to happen the most when I'm recording, so hopefully I won't have to tweak too many things to be able to record this game properly. Ooh. That looks crazy. Gateway of some sort. So these things, in my experience, are used in a lot of puzzles. Usually they're two-sided, but this one isn't. So it looks like there's only one way to get in. Alright.
did you? What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder. Follow my lead.
All is in place. The Portkey is well hidden, perhaps too well. I wonder if the
Charles
Portkey created
Rookwood
may be impossible to follow.
and Percival Rackham.
It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can. Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain. Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it. We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Shoot.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have one.
Oh man.
I have no patience.
Ruthless.
Traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
I don't know why those keep happening.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where
Yeah, it's
are we?
crazy how goblin wizards don't need a wand
It seems those
to cast spells.
The pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
What an intro, man. Honestly, one of the best intros to any game I've played as of late. I mean, obvious rivals are God of War and maybe a couple others, but that was a really good intro.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Right. Time to get sorted into a house.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Awesome. Man, this looks just like the movies, man. So good.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
All right.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
I love this sorting hat, man.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
They captured his essence really well in this game.
Expectations.
I'm
Be
looking
truthful.
forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart. exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown.
Must feel so weird to have a talking hat moving on top of your head.
Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
So, I don't know if it's by default that they sort you into Gryffindor. From what I heard, I don't know if you guys can confirm or deny this, but from what I heard, Gryffindor will give us the most side quests and actual quest content in the game. And what I was mentioning earlier about whether or not this is the default or not is there's this pre-test you can do in your WB or Hogwarts Legacy account where you'll answer a series of questions in a survey, and I got sorted into Gryffindor there, so I'm wondering if that had any bearing on getting sorted into Gryffindor here. We can always choose a different house though, and I think we will. Let's just explore the different houses. So Ravenclaw, intelligence, creativity, and wit. Hufflepuff, patience, loyalty, hard work. Slytherin, known for cunning, ambition, and a hunger for power. You know, I think it's always been between these two houses, and just because they wanted to sort me into Gryffindor, and full transparency, I did not choose Gryffindor on my last playthrough, and I kind of want to see the whole thing through in the house that I started with, so I'm choosing Slytherin, guys.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
We're gonna accept the Slytherin house. Let's go.
You belong in Slytherin!
Yeah. Color me up. Nice. Man, this was for real. Those kids wouldn't be cheering for me.
Injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
That's kind of disappointing.
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Nice.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Yo. I gotta say, guys, Slytherin common house entrance is a lot cooler than a talking painting that swings open. Not hating on Gryffindor, but it's the truth.
To collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Thank you. This is the Slytherin common room.
It's gone. Better head to the common room.
Or the bedroom. I guess the common room is like the living area, right? Where all the students congregate. Okay. Let's go do that, and then This video's been going pretty long already, guys. Probably close to an hour by now, but I'm going to try to get a couple quests in, or at least a few of the quests that are going to supply us with some of our starter spells that are going to be pretty important moving forward. So let's go do that. Let's head to the common room.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Oh. Okay, looks like we got 3 objectives to meet: Imelda, Ominous, and Sebastian.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Looks like we're the main topic of conversation. Sebastian.
Can I help you? Oh, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Right, Sebastian seems like a good guy. In fact, I know he is, but you know what? I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, so I'll leave it at that. Who's this? Imelda. Wizard's chest, bro.
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you.
Mm-hmm.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Legendary, huh?
We handled it.
We'll see about that.
And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
We'll have more than enough time to talk to her. Let's just talk to who's left. Ominous.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
We're going to talk to all of them a lot more later, and we'll be able to ask them some more, but I do want to get as much content in this first video. Speaking of content, I'm getting called up. Alright, Professor Weasley is waiting for us. Let's see what she has to say. Hello, ma'am.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you're
I gotta say,
to complete your
character models are legit, man.
at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much
AKA
discussion with the
aptitude
headmaster
test.
and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, We've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Ooh.
Here you are.
Wow.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Alright guys, just a little background on why the pages and different symbols flew out everywhere before I got the book. So basically there are going to be a bunch of pages and a bunch of checkpoints, so to speak, that have been scattered across the entire open world that we can find and complete parts of the field guide. So you'll see she's about to show us an example.
Opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Yep, what she said.
Do keep up.
Alright.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue?
Revelio.
What details the field guide can
Alright. Here we collected a field guide page. The statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain. Nice. Just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Okay, good to know. Okay, so if we press start, we can open the field guide. Ooh, okay. So that's our level. Okay, current challenge progress. And completing field guide is really useful because it gives you a lot of cosmetic and otherwise upgrades to your gear. So yeah, there's a... So we need one more field guide page to get this first collection, and we get a gear appearance reward. That's pretty cool. Definitely something to look forward to completing each of those challenges, so you can get cosmetic upgrades. Get your wizard looking exactly how you want them to.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Right, opening the map to Central Hall. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where the students and professors live, so like the dorm areas, and includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. So this is the grand staircase. Clicking on this. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in the region. Green flue flames represent flames that you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Cool. Right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Nice. So everything over here, pretty much classroom related stuff. And then I think there's a few flue flames outside too that we can unlock, so that's really cool. Awesome. So library annex region. That's what they want us to select. So she unlocked a flue flame for us already, so we can go ahead and travel there. I think it's a pretty cool fast travel system. They make it convenient that you can get to places, but not so convenient that there are a ridiculous amount of flue flames. There's still going to be quite a bit of manual traveling involved.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always is something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Yes, Professor Binns does struggle.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day.
I want to make sure we get to these 2 classes before we end the
Your
episode.
professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all.
Gotta keep tight-lipped on the subject.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new 5th year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alright. Yeah, gotta talk to Fig more about the field guide map, I think.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just explaining some of the spell and level requirements that some quests will be locked behind. Yeah, professor assignments. Those side quests are going to be necessary to unlock sometimes optional and a lot of the time mandatory spells for the main quest. So, should we go to Dark Arts first or Charms? So Accio and Levioso are... I like Accio a little better, so we're going to do Charms.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
And setting a waypoint.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. If I remember correctly. Yep. So if we press up on the D-pad when we set a waypoint, we get kind of like a magical page flying towards where we need to go, which I think is a really nice touch. And those pages up there, we'll be able to grab them once we learn Accio, which is why we're going to the Charms class first, so we can start doing that as soon as possible. So let's go on up. And look at this school. It's huge and really, really well detailed. Excuse me, Professor. It's kind of awkward. Alright, let's just sprint on over. Man, I'm so surprised at how huge this place is. Those flue flames really come in handy. But we don't have too many unlocked, so we have to do some manual walking for now. Alright. Charms class. Sebastian over there.
Here. Behind you. There's an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Natsai Onai.
New student.
Natty.
Have you met
Okay.
Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna learn Accio. This is gonna be a really important spell for the story, so we're just gonna blaze through that. I got Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Field trip.
After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, What better than a
Man,
sport?
I was really looking forward to the prospect of being able to play Quidditch in this game. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but you guys remember from the sorting ceremony, the headmaster said that there won't be Quidditch this year, so hopefully that's not true.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay. He wants us to Accio.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last. That's it.
I think that should be good. Yeah. Gotta kind of release it, like right in the middle of the yellow area. I think is the timing. Yeah, right when it gets in the middle of the yellow area, it should be perfect. At least that's what I'm kind of cueing myself to do. Yellow release. There we go.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you
Okay,
are
Natty's turn first. So there's a mini game or a series of side quests that's called Summoner's Court, where you go against a bunch of students to be the Summoner's Court champ. There's also a dueling mini game, which I'm really looking forward to showing you guys as well. But first things first. Oh man, she got 50. We can match that. We did it 3 times in a row, right? There we go. It should do it. Oh, come on. Did it get in? Oh, crap. We did it a little too early. Did she push us both into the blue? Yeah, she pushed me into the blue too. Thank you, Nettie. Appreciate the assist. Now it's time to wreck you. Come on, a little further. I'm doing it a little too early.
Quite impressive.
You know, even if she gets this in the 50, I'm not gonna let her time me. I'm gonna line it up. Oh, she didn't. I'm gonna line it up so I knock her out. Oh, come on. A little further. I still won. Okay. Didn't quite knock her out, but that should be enough. Yeah. Take that, Natty.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
It really does make it a lot more interesting, what you just did. Add some moving obstacles.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Does it now? I should got a 30. Yeah, this one you just gotta time it so that you pull it through. Okay, we gotta wait a little bit here. Right about now. There we go. Should do it.
Let us see this.
Oh, another 30.
There we go.
Good time as any. Oh. Again. So if we get this 50, we are still gonna lose. We gotta pull something out here. We have to do our best to try to knock out one of her balls. We're gonna lose. Ah. GG. Well, fair play. She beat us in the one that counted.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me
You did well.
weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you for the words of encouragement.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice.
I'll learn more about her
competing
origins. Wagadu sounds pretty interesting.
I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
What do you want, Ronan?
Of course. A word, if you would. Accio on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Nice. Yeah, those special assignments are definitely worth doing because they almost always involve learning a new spell or something else. Oh, looks like we leveled up. That's awesome. Okay. So I don't want to get too into the menus. We're gonna go to Dark Arts class, I think. I think next here. Sorry. Shortcut to the map. That's supposed to be the map button. Anyway. Ooh, side quests are now available. So let's see what those are real quick. I'm not seeing any. Let's just track this. And I like to navigate to quests from the quest screen instead because it lets you press triangle to locate it on the map, which makes it kind of easier to get your bearings and see where you're going. So we need to get here. So honestly, I think it is the best just to walk, honestly. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk there.
Rebellion of 1752.
It's just this way. And all the way down the stairs again, I think. Down this way, hanging right. Alright. Nice. Oh, we're here. And there's a flu flame. Would have been convenient to have that one earlier, but it's all good. Ooh, dueling.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
Bruh, he would have been
I get
crushed.
students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Haha.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Oh, awesome. We're gonna learn Levioso now. Nice, nice. Yeah, I still don't know what happens if that thing catches up with you. Probably nothing good.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
It's gonna cast Levioso on the dummy.
With a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Mm-hmm.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Nice.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Oh, Levioso, basic cast, and Protego, so I can't use Accio.
I know. This cannot be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
Get wrecked, Sebastian. No offense, but I just had to show you up.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Mm-hmm.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
Okay.
Class is dismissed.
Talk to Sebastian about more practice.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and
Nice.
unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Lucan Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
All right. I think that's how we're gonna end the episode, actually, guys. The introducing you to the the Crossed Wands side quest, which is really good for, especially early on, getting your chops around dueling and how it works. So we're gonna go in the quest menu here. Crossed Wands. Yeah, we're gonna do that real quick, located on the map. I doubt we'll have a fast travel point near it. Yeah, that's where it would be. Do we have one over here? Yeah, not really. Yeah, these are... I guess this will work for getting us a little closer. Alright. So we gotta talk to Lucan Brattleby, I think his name is. Okay, looks like it's this way. Alright, it's just around here. You think? Ooh. Might as well get these when we see them. Lachlan the Lanky. Salt. Okay. Looks like we finished our first challenge, which only required one more of those pages, so looks like we got a cosmetic upgrade.
Lucan's just over there.
Oh, just over here.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for Crossed Wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does Crossed Wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in Crossed Wands, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Yeah, let's do this.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Alright guys, break through yellow shields with control spells like levitation. Okay, so I should have stopped and read these during my first playthrough because it took somebody commenting on one of my shorts or TikToks to know that the color of the spell corresponds to the shield. So in the case of yellow shields, those are control spells like levitation or levioso that will break that shield, kind of like we learned in Defense Against the Dark Arts class. So it looks like it's 2 yellow shields. So we just... Okay, he broke it for us. We can just... There we go, we got the Stupefy. We got another Levioso, we can break his. Ouch. Okay, we have the Levioso, we can break that. Oh, he used the blasting spell on him. Nice. Okay.
Nice work.
Well, that didn't go as smoothly as
Wrong about you.
I thought it would,
There's
but
strong competition
pretty good.
ahead, but keep this up, and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
Alright guys, I think it's a good time to end this one. We did our first 2 quests. We learned Accio and Levioso, and we won our first inaugural round of Crossed Wands, which went pretty well. Could have gone better. We got hit a couple times, but it's all good. Hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. Let me know in the comments if you are. Regardless, I'm going to try to post as close to a full series of this game as possible, because I did start over my playthrough just to record for YouTube, and I do want to play this game and complete it. So either way, I'm going to be completing an entire playthrough, and whether it's all on YouTube or not is up to you guys and your feedback. So if you guys are liking the game so far, let me know and I'll keep recording and hopefully post the whole series. Anyway, this is CapoRegime, episode 1 of Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you guys for joining me. Peace.